go through the tips or the step that I followed. The first thing that I did is task 1, which is the pre-listening. In the pre-listening, we should follow these steps. First, you have to make sure students know what they are listening for before you start listening. You have to give them a hint or something. Like, for example, you can give them a photo about the topic they are going to listen about and start speaking about it before you play the audio. Also, you can give the students some questions to check the students' comprehension. You can ask them by using this photo, maybe a video, maybe anything that helps you to ask them many questions before they listen. Check for any word that your students may not know. Like I did, we have some blocking vocabulary, like I say far away and documentary. I discussed the blocking vocabulary with the students before they listen. Check for any word that your student may not know and pre-teach them. Pre-teach them means that like what I said, you have to pre-teach them the blocking vocabulary. Then after that, you give them a short listening and then stop the recording and start to ask them some questions, which is while listening. While listening, you have to try to play the recording once more. Overall comprehension and then for specific details. Here you are going to give them detailed questions about the topic they are listening to. You have to ask students to take notes while listening. Of course, this is the first step you have to say. You have to tell them to bring notebooks or a paper or something and try to take notes like the dates, the place, the people, if it is a story, the setting, the characters, a summary for what they understand from it. Also, you have to repeat the recording, especially in difficult parts. For the lower grades, repeating the recording is very important because you are teaching them, you are not testing them. You are teaching them listening. It's not a test. So you have to repeat it more. If they listen more, they understand more, and it will help him to speak after that. After we finish, the last step is the post-listening. Students must compare their notes in small groups. For example, they can make peer check, and this is a communicative activity, as I said. Or they can write a summary of the main points and then compare with each other. Or they can make a list of any new vocabulary. All of these are communicative activities they can do after listening. We can speak about the topic, or write about the topic, or discuss the vocabulary in the topic with each other in the classroom. I need you also to remember, try to use as many different sources of listening materials. Authentic records. What's authentic records? Authentic records like the advertisement, news programs, poetry, songs, extracts from plays, speeches, lectures, telephone conversations, informal dialogues, and all of these records must be in native language by native speakers.